Welcome back to the NIS Media. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I always remind my fellow Kenyans on this platform that no matter how they hate the former impeached Deputy President Gachagua for being a tribal leader in this country of Kenya, they just need to listen to what Gachagua is trying to tell them under the government of William Ruto in this country of Kenya, because Rigathi Gachagua are among the leaders in Kenya that are going to save this country of Kenya from some evil plans under the government of William Ruto ahead of 2027 general election. Because even as we speak right now, while arrogant ODM MP Opondo Kaluma is busy defending himself through press in Nairobi County concerning to what happened last weekend on Sunday during the special political event of Linda Mwananchi people led by Edwin Sifuna, Babu Owino, James Orengo. Regarding Gachagua's intelligence have now exposed the owner of the goon from Homa Bay County. As we speak right now, things are now boiling nicely after what happened to Linda Mwananchi people in Homa Bay County, whereby before we proceed with this update, please allow me to play for you a video of Rigathi Gachagua injecting the owner of the goons concerning to what happened during the special political event in Homa Bay County, while arrogant ODM MP Opondo Kaluma is busy defending himself through media press in Nairobi County. But before you watch the video, please consider liking the video. When you like the video, you automatically show us your support on what I'm doing on this platform. And if you are meeting this channel for the first time, please kindly take a second of your time and subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, comment on them, share them. Then don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Thank you so much for that support of the like and also subscription. Can we listen to Opondo Kaluma alongside Rigathi Gachagua that is seriously injecting the owner of the goons from Nyanza region, Homa Bay County?
Police wameniambia what happened Thursday last week. Iko gang iko hapo. Inaitwa Homa Boys. Inaongozwa na mtu anaitwa Abdi Sebo. Last Thursday, wakakamatwa 7 of them. Police were working professionally. When they got intelligence that that gang is working on to disrupt mkutano ya leader mwananchi, wakakamatwa. Gladys Wanga akatafuta Kasongo. Akamwambia ile watu zategemea hii weekend wamekamatwa. Then Kasongo akapigia huyu Mohamed Amin, the DCI, very notorious in covering up and subverting the rule of law. Then DCI akapigia huko, akaambiwa waachiliwe. The police were very demoralized. This is a gang that was leading the war. Huyu Raymond Omolo, the chief goon in this country, wakiwa na Murkomen, akatoa 60 million shillings akapeana. Every goon was supposed to be paid 10,000. The goons are crying, they were shortchanged, wakanyolewa 6, wakapewa 4. Hii wizi Kasongo amefundisha mpaka watu yake. Wanaiba mpaka pesa ya goons. They are even stealing from goons. And I want to tell you Kasongo, these goons, when they turn against you, utakuja kuniambia. So, they were supposed to be paid 10,000 per goon. So, kukatumwa iko kikundi ya AP officers seconded to NIS 101 officers. That is a squad by ilifanya abductions and killing of Gen Zs. They were joined by Nairobi Sierra, a new team imekuwa constituted. Wakaenda pale. Those are the ones who are giving the goons the backup. And the war was too much. Na watu wameumizwa sana, 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 sana. When Ruto planned that, alilala State Lodge Kisumu on Thursday. Akakutana na Omolo, Gladys Wanga, na huyu Peter Kaluma. Na Peter Kaluma ni mouthpiece ya Murkomen. Hizo tweets unaona akifanya kila siku anaforwardiwa na Murkomen. Akakutana nao hapo Kisumu State Lodge, wakapanga vita. The following day akatoroka akaenda harusi Dubai. Akatoka usiku na ile private jet. He was monitoring from Dubai. At the head of it all, these are the casualties. Police wamenipatia asubuhi. 1 police officer has been killed, 5 civilians are dead. 33 Luo men have panga cuts, they are in hospital. 8 cars were torched. Na hizi ya polisi. 22 civilian cars are destroyed. 3 churches have been destroyed. 2 hotels have been destroyed. They have left a tale of destruction. William Ruto has declared war on the Luo nation, saying he bought ODM, he paid. Now wameanza kusikiza akina Sifuna na akina Babu. According to him, Wajaluo, they are his private property because he paid money. And he is saying no fellows should go to talk to them. Sasa hii watu ya Ruto wanamwambia jana, hii Oburu cannot lead his campaign because hata kutembea ni shida. Hata juzi alipewa speech asome, anasoma kidogo, anashindwa kusoma, anapatia Ruto, anamwambia ujisomee. Sasa hii watu ya Ruto wanamwambia tutoe hii Oburu. So wewe Oburu unapangiwa. Na when Rigiji tells you your wife is pregnant, unanunua diapers. So pale, the Luo nation is under siege. Violence of unknown magnitude that is unprecedented in Kenya.
I will give you the video which the media is not reporting. Babu Owino organized the goons. You will see the videos Babu Owino is leaving Sindo, telling them border ahead, our guys to follow. And I want you to look at the video as they enter the main road into Homa Bay town. You will see thugs in jacket ahead of the vehicles with pistols, walking with them, openly. So he organized the goons to march into Homa Bay town, saying they were proceeding to storm Homa Bay town to fight the people whom now he's calling goons. Ask yourselves, how can you say you are going into a rally, but you are saying you are going to fight the people? The Linda Mwananchi team arrived in Homa Bay town constituency at dusk around 5 p.m., around 7 p.m., around 7 p.m. And you can watch. It was already dusk. Homa Bay town had been tense from morning due to their persistent provocation and incitement. As area MPI contacted the county police commandant and asked him to exit the convoy out of Homa Bay, away from Homa Bay town, noting the town was too crowded, tension was high, and it was already dark. And I'll be giving you my communication, including SMS and WhatsApp messages, to the county commandant, asking him exit them away from Homa Bay town, because this would lead to the killing of very many of our people, and our intelligence, they planned to do so. Nothing happened. Against my advice, police who were in several land cruisers and lorries, and police lorries escorting the Linda Mwananchi team, cleared the way for them through town, shooting people with live bullets. Shooting people with live bullets and clearing. And you hear Babu commanding and the thugs walking with pistols. If you are blind to those videos, I'm going to give them to you now. Around Homa Bay Stadium, the had marshaled people have told you, and supporters, they had enlisted some with university students from all over Nyanza and Western were in Homa Bay town. They rushed, the supporters, the Linda Mwananchi team had rushed to meet them. The vehicle carrying Babu Owino and Edwin Sifuna hit and killed a lady living in Shauriako Estate in Homa Bay called Lorraine, who was the Linda Mwananchi agent there. So it is the vehicle which carried Sifuna and Babu that hit their own agent they employed there. That lady who died was killed by Sifuna and Babu, and they just left her by the road there. The vehicle, yes, they said thugs accompanying them went cutting people on sight. And by the way, sometimes you can plan bad for people, but you end up cutting your people. The people they were cutting and chopping, those people you see in those sectors, most of them, and that is the time you see them entering in Homa Bay triumphantly celebrating. They went cutting their people not knowing they were their people. Most of whom were even from morning showing the one finger salute that we don't, of course, support in Homa Bay. By the time they passed through town, a person had been killed and several hacked and harmed by the Orengo Sifuna Babu thugs. They were deliberately slow as they went through town, as the thugs meted out violence on the people of Homa Bay town in the night. By the way, look at the speed they covered from Sophia just to the corner. And the police are ahead, the police are on the side, they're cutting people as they move. And they are playing that music of theirs. Because the money Uhuru Kenyatta gave had to find use. And it is in the night. What rally was taking place in the night taken by law? From Homa Bay town, they proceeded to Kilu Bay, where again they stopped as thugs committed violence on our people. And you see James Orengo saying people stopped him. Those are their people they mobilized from the morning. But as they were speaking to people killed, now it is approaching 9 p.m., 9 to 10. It is dark. They are still hacking people. The thing was to stop so that the tax they had paid had as many of our people as possible. Throughout their journey of violence in Homa Bay County, the Linda Mwananchi team had the full support and were escorted by lorries and land cruisers of police, including GSU officers. Review those videos. Behind them were 4 lorries. Ahead, actually 3 lorries. Ahead, 2 lorries of GSU. Then you have land cruisers. I know the police were under instructions to abet and aid their goons as they attacked our people. The regional commandant based in Kisumu was personally in charge of the operations to guard the Linda Mwananchi goons as they emitted violence on our people and to abet their criminal activities, which included openly brandishing firearms as they moved through Homa Bay town. I mean, how does police work with civilians carrying pistols open? The way you see in those videos. She was the one in command, and that is why even the county police commandant and the police officers in that operation could not even hit me as the leader to take measures that would reduce harm to our people. Mr. Brian Weke, and you never saw him in Homa Bay on 16. I want to tell you where he was. He met the regional police commandant on 16 and passed to her Kenya shillings 5 million for full police support as Linda Mwananchi team and goons killed and maimed our people. And by the way, after the regional police commandant received this money, she was now commanding the operation not from Kisumu, but she was taken to her home in Migori where she was, commanding from. And she could not be reached to give instructions from the event happening. Even the operations order issued by the police on the day appeared to indicate that the Linda Mwananchi thugs, the ones who were intercepted on 15, were people going to interfere with the rally. Despite these being thugs known to be thugs of Owino and Orengo and recruited to go and kill people under the guise of that purported threat. I want to thank our people, and this I want to say from the very deep bottom of my heart. I want to thank the people of Homa Bay for keeping peace against provocation and incitement to violence.
So that is what is happening. And those are some of the reasons why I always remind Kenyans that we need to listen to Rigathi Gachagua. Even if you hate him because he's a tribal leader. Every leader in Kenya are tribal. All the politicians in Kenya are always tribal. It is only that they don't show their tribeness. But Gachagua is showing his tribeness. And I'm not seeing anything wrong with Rigathi Gachagua showing his tribeness. Because Gachagua have been defending their people from the Mount Kenya region. And that is something that they agree on. When Ruto and Gachagua were forming the government in 2022 or before 2022, the agreement was that wakisaidia Ruto kupata uongozini, they were to share power. They were to share power whereby Gachagua, kuna vita ambao Gachagua alikuwa anafaa wapate. So when Gachagua is defending those seats, Gachagua is a tribal. Where? So no matter how you people hate Rigathi Gachagua for being a tribal leader, just listen to what he's trying to tell you under the government of William Ruto before it's too late. Hey. So my work here is to make sure that I give you exclusive information, verified one, concerning to what is seriously happening in this country of Kenya, especially during this political season where things are happening each and every day whenever our leaders, our politicians, our candidates, our aspirants are busy preparing themselves across the country of Kenya ahead of 2027 general election to face their opponent on the ballot box, whereby right now it is not good. Whereby things are not good on the side of ODM MP Opondo Kaluma from Homa Bay town constituency after he was accused or linked up with the violence that happened in Homa Bay County. And I don't know what these DCI officers want. Huyu mtu hata anlifaa kuwa arrested. Wacha hata namwambia kuwa summon. Wapolisi wakishaenda na wamshike. But ni venye tu kuna pesa. Then secondly ako kwa two-term broad-based government. Wanakampenia serikali ya Bwana William Ruto. So it is not easy for Pondo Kaluma to be arrested immediately after doing something. Anaweza shikwa but not too fast. The way other people normally get arrested after doing anything. Ingekuwa watu wa opposition wangekuwa wameshikwa. Sigagusha was arrested because of a political remarks that he made during the Olkalau by election. Alishikwa because hakuwa kwa two term, alikuwa ni mtu wa one term. So right now in Kenya, the freedom of speech is only favoring the leaders that are under the government of William Ruto and even within the broad-based government. Hata waongee nini, waseme nini, the freedom of speech is only favoring them because wako kwa serikali ya William Ruto. They are supporting and defending Ruto's re-election as the sixth president of this country of Kenya. And that is why the police officers in Kenya, the security chiefs in Kenya are not putting more effort to make sure that they are being held accountable in anything that they are trying to do, especially within the political space. Because right now, the mood of this country of Kenya is all about politics, 2027 politics. Opposition leaders versus the government of William Ruto that are busy preparing themselves on the ground as they are going to face themselves on the ballot box on 10th August, Tuesday, 2027, to make so that we can see, or they can see, who is going to win that election. But what I want to say is that for Ruto to be a one-term president, to become a one-term president so that he can be written in the history of Kenya, Kenyans must turn out in large numbers and vote against the government of William Ruto. It is only Kenyans that can make, it is only the voters in this country of Kenya that can make President William Ruto a one-term president. Yes, and I'm not afraid to say that one. Sisi kama wananchi wa Kenya, voters, we are the only people that can make William Ruto a one-term president, if we want. Opposition leaders, no matter how they are gaining popularity or no matter how they are good in campaigning or preparing the ground, if we can't turn out in large numbers and vote, then there is nothing that they are doing. They need our support. Edwin Sifuna, with his crew, opposition leaders, united opposition leaders, led by Gachagua, they need our support in this country of Kenya. Any presidential candidate need the support of the voters in this country of Kenya on his back, no matter what. There is no way that you can remove William Ruto through ballot if voters does not turn out in large numbers. Especially right now, what is happening? The way parties are now being formed within the Mount Kenya region. Simeona kuna chama jana ilikuwa unveiled ya Murang'a ya Kiaru constituency member of parliament na hii Ndindi Nyoro alishakuwa na chama yake. Hizo ni chama za kudivide Mount Kenya. Ruto is now busy preparing himself beyond two term. And that is why I normally say that even what one term, they need to start thinking beyond one term narrative. They don't need to be on the one place, one term. Ruto must go, Kasongo. No, those are now organic. The reality that Ruto is a one-term president, it is true. It has been accepted on the ground. But what we need to do right now is to start thinking beyond one-term narrative also. The way Ruto is thinking beyond two-term, by destroying some parties and forming another one, we as opposition leaders, they also need to focus on working beyond one-term narrative. And that focus is through mobilizing voters, wakuwe registered, then wakuwe wakikumbushwa kila siku then they need also to start thinking on how they will protect their votes. Because 2027, every candidate, any aspirant will be defending his or her votes from MCA to president. MCA atakuwa na goons wake, governor goons wake, MP goons wake, women rep goons wake, senator goons wake, president goons wake. Kila mtu atakuwa na goons wake, depending on which seat you are buying, ili ulinde kura zako. Kila mtu. So 2027, sometimes it might be very easier for us kutoa Ruto kwa serikali, ili tuweke yule mtu ambayo anaweza fanyia wananchi wa Kenya kazi bila ukabila, bila pingamizi, bila corruption, so that we can improve our economy and development in this country of Kenya. Tukutane kwa video itakayofuata, wapenzi watazamaji wa NIS Media. Remember to subscribe, comment, share the video, like the video, and don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki nyinyi wapenzi watazamaji. And if you are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please take a sort of your time and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, comment, share the video. Then don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. The reason why I'm telling you or reminding you people to always subscribe is that it will make you easier to get information, verified information concerning to what is actually happening in this country of Kenya, especially during this political season. We want our fellow Kenyans to get informed, to get more information, so that when they will be going to vote on 2027 on 10th August, they will know how to vote, whom to vote and whom to vote against. Watajua tufika hapa, huyu tunampigia kura, huyu hatumpigii kura na vitu vingine. Tukutane kwa next video, my great viewers. Bye bye.